Hola, I'm Yvette with MuyBuenoCookbook.com, and today I have my mom who's visiting, and she's going to share a special recipe with us. What you going to make, Mom?
Galletas de Suero.
Yum! Galletas de Suero, which is similar to buttermilk biscuits, but with a Mexican twist. Are you ready, Mom?
Vamos.
Okay, what do we do first, Mom?
First we put the flour in there, 4 cups of flour.
What I like about this recipe is it's very rustic. You don't need to have any fancy tools, no mixer or anything like that.
Then we do the 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder.
And so just combine that with your hands.
Yes. We do it the old-fashioned way. No whisking. Then we do the 1/3 cup of vegetable shortening. And it's so easy, just 4 ingredients. Flour, baking powder, shortening, and the suero.
Okay, so this is the suero, and I wanted to share what this is all about. Suero it's Spanish for whey, basically a byproduct when you go to a cheesemaker. So that liquid, when they're making cheese, this is a product that's left over. And what I used to love is going to the dairy. We used to go to, what was it called? Licon Dairy. And where is this dairy, Mom?
It's in San Elizario.
Yes, I remember I used to love going to that dairy as a kid with all the cows, and they used to have all kinds of fun animals.
See how creamy it is?
Yeah, it's super creamy. And if you don't have this product, you can also use buttermilk. Buttermilk is a good substitute, but this is very salty, so this recipe doesn't have any salt. So if you're using buttermilk, you want to be sure to add some salt. And how much of suero do you use?
2 cups.
More?
I'm gonna use that whole 2. Some more.
It already smells good. And who taught you how to make this recipe?
I used to see my mom, and she used to make it with milk. Sometimes in the old days, they used to do them with milk that was going bad.
So like a buttermilk.
And then, or they would even use water. Okay. And then sometimes I would use water. But one day I had suero in my refrigerator, and I didn't have milk because I don't usually buy milk. And then, I decided to make them with suero. And I really liked the way they came out. They came out flakier. I think because of all the
creamy butter.
Butter in the suero. Yeah, so it comes out really sticky, but that's okay. Because that's what makes it so flaky, because you don't mix it as much. So now we just make like testales, like when you're gonna make little balls for tortillas. And you just put them in the pan.
Okay.
You don't need to put anything, spray or anything in the pan. Now we do the little balls. Like I tell you, you don't have to put any more flour, because this is what's gonna make them flaky. You just put little balls here in the pan.
So they're kind of like drop biscuits, like you just drop them on the pan.
Right.
Yeah, you don't need any oil on the pan since you have so much butter and shortening already in the dough. They won't stick to the pan. What I love is how my mom makes them as a special treat. What do you do, Mom?
We make them with butter. We slice them when they're out of the oven, and a piece of cheese, whatever kind of cheese you like. And I like to put hot sauce on mine.
So they're so good because once they come out of the oven and you slice them when they're nice and warm, and you put a little bit of that cheese inside, and it just melts the cheese. Oh,
yeah.
That is the best.
And in the morning, you can use them you can eat them with, heat them up a little bit, and just put butter again on them, and then do some jam with your coffee. Yeah, my mother used to make them for my late brother-in-law when he used to go hunting, because he would want some to take when he'd say that they would eat it over there up in the mountain. They would just put them there in their pockets and eat something while they were waiting for the deer.
It's good portable food.
Yeah.
Bread to go. So So how many we got? 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 little galletas. Which is great because I know a lot of people want an easy bread recipe, and this is great because you don't need it to rise, you don't need any yeast or anything like that. It's so simple.
You put them like for, 20 minutes in the oven. And then you use the broiler to make them golden.
So either you can make them like more of a patty and really form them to be nice and round, or do them just like this as a drop biscuit style, which I like this because then you don't have to be fancy. And I like the texture when they come out when they're baked.
Yes, because they look very rustic. Okay, ready for the oven.
All right. So we set the oven to 350 degrees. We're gonna bake these for 20 to 22 minutes and then in the broiler for a couple more minutes so that they are nice and golden brown. So we put some cheese already, so it's nice and melted. Nice and warm, but I know you like it with a little splash of jalapeno.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yum.
Oh, I can hardly stand it.
And then with a little, I think I'm gonna add some hot sauce too.
I know you like
Ya me
it.
antojaste.
I know. You have to have it with
Oh,
some hot sauce.
mine's nice and glued on. There's all kinds of cheese in mine. Might not be so pretty, but it's so good. Yum. Let's put this baby back on. Yum.
We're ready.
Ready, ready. That's the best.
Muy bueno.
Muy bueno. Thank you, Mama.
You're welcome.